The sun is shining, we've had our food, and it's time to give away £150 cash to one of you guys just for watching the vlog. Welcome everybody to episode 42 of WatchRoss, the one where teamwork makes the dream work. And we're here, back in Media City, obviously. It feels like we have lived here in Media City for this season of WatchRoss. Petch, it is the season finale, episode 42, the final ep of season 3 of WatchRoss. It's been a bloody incredible journey. Over the last 3.5 months of this season, we've done a lot, Petch. Me, you, Hop, everyone who's been on the vlog. I want to give them just a massive shout out, massive thank you for taking part this season. We've all dreamed and achieved a lot, I reckon, and me and Petch were talking in the Uber on the way here about what we've done over the last 3.5 months, and we've all been in transition. So Hop has been transitioning in his job. He's gone into the corporate world, realised he didn't like it. I've been transitioning, moving into this new apartment, realised I do like it. And Petch has been transitioning, for the first time, taking his acting career into his own hands, really, putting on his own show. And I want to congratulate you, Petch, because you won a freaking award for that show, How to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse, the Great Manchester Fringe. It was nominated for 2 awards, won one of them for Best New Writing at the Fringe, so congratulations, Petch. Well done on that. One thing that me and Petch agree on, right, and Hop would agree on if he was here, is that these transitions and the things that we have achieved have only been made possible because of the team that we have surrounded ourselves with. So this vlog, I want to dedicate it and talk all about the importance of your team, okay, our teams, because they really are the key to success. And one wise man once told me, Petch, that you need 7 types of people in your team, right? And I want to go through each one very quickly, 30 seconds on each one, and everyone who's watching, see if you can think of someone in your life who matches up to this team member. If you can't, I want you to get out there this week and begin looking for people to fill those places, right? The first one, Petch, that this man told me was you need a kind-hearted friend in your team. And I would like to think everybody's got a kind-hearted friend in their team. This person is probably someone you grew up with, someone you went to school with, will be one of your oldest, closest friends, but you might not see them all the time. Doesn't matter if you don't see them all the time. You might not have seen them for a year, but you know at 3 o'clock in the morning, if you called them, they will be there for you. That is your kind-hearted friend. You need at least one of them in your team. Next up, you need a freaking die-hard optimist in your team. We spoke on last week's vlog with Haisha Mystery from Hollyoaks, the importance of optimism, of positivity, of gratitude. You need someone who's a die-hard optimist who, when things are going wrong, when the shit hits the fan, will enable you to take a different perspective on it, look at it in a different way, to look for the positives in the situation that you currently cannot see. So find someone who is your die-hard optimist. For me, shout out to the Hop. He's a Hoptimist. Next up, you need mentors in your life. These are freaking important, okay? A mentor should be 5 to 25 years ahead of you in whatever area of life, you know, you want to achieve in. If it's business, find someone who is 5 to 25 years ahead of you in business, who is running a successful business. If it's an actor, find someone who's 5 to 25 years ahead of you, who has a successful career. The fastest way for you to expedite your success is to go to someone who's already had it and ask them how they did it. So mentors, freaking important. Next up, you are going to need a devil's advocate in your life, right? And we don't like these, Petch, right? My brother, for me, is the devil's advocate. And Steve, my builder, shout out to you, he's freaking brilliant. He's doing my apartment up at the moment. Fantastic. He's the devil's advocate. For instance, yesterday, Petch, right? He phoned me up and he's like, Ross, what plug sockets do you want put in your apartment? Going off the acting thing for a minute, going on to plug sockets. I said, Steve, I want these ones. He goes, but do you? He said, look at the ones you've chosen. They've got switches in the middle. If we had the ones that have the switches on the outside, we could put USB sockets in the middle, thus giving you more functionality. He played devil's advocate. I saw a different perspective on it. You're good at playing devil's advocate for me, Petch, when we're setting up shots for WatchRoss and, you know, producing WatchRoss. You need people who are going to give you an alternative viewpoint, because you are not, as much as you don't want to admit it, you are not always right. And that's hard for me, because I don't think I'm always right, Petch. So devil's advocates are very important. Next up, you need inspirational figures. Now, these are going to be people who you don't actually know, right? In my life, I have inspirational figures who I follow online, and they feed me full of inspiration and motivation. And again, positivity. People like Gary Vaynerchuk, Steve Bartlett, Brendan Burchard, and Lewis Howes. Fantastic people who I class as in my circle, but, you know, I've never met these guys in real life, but I feel like I know them because I follow them, you know, religiously online. Always feed me full of inspiration. So inspirational figures are important. Loyalists. You need at least one loyalist in your group, okay? It's probably your mum. If you're lucky enough to have your mum or your dad still around, it's going to be your mum or your dad. In a loyalist's eyes, you cannot do anything wrong, all right? Petch, I don't know, you could probably go out and you could murder me live on an episode of WatchRoss, and your mum would probably still be a loyalist and go, my Petch ain't like that. That's not my Petch. He obviously was having a bad day. In your mum's eyes, you ain't going to be able to do anything wrong at all. Okay, so they're loyalists. And then lastly, you need a sidekick. Petch, you are my sidekick. So your sidekick, people think that's a derogatory term, but it's not, right. Your sidekick is somebody who complements your skill set with some, you know, some skills that you don't have, some core competencies that you don't have in your life. And your sidekick actually will know you on a level that very few people will know you. So me and you spend a lot of time together, Petch. You see me, like last week when I left that phone in the Uber, you saw me, like, my world collapsed, mate. You wanted to vlog it. There's a part of me that wished you had, because I want you guys to see me that vulnerable as well. But oh my God, you don't know me at that level where, like, my world had collapsed just because of a bloody phone. It was a very, very busy day where I really needed my phone, so I'll try and justify that. But yeah, so your sidekick will complement your skill set with skills you don't have to enable you to achieve things you couldn't achieve without them, and you definitely do that with WatchRoss, Petch, so thank you for that. So to recap, you're going to need a kind-hearted friend. Can you give that a tick? You're going to need a die-hard optimist. Can you give that a tick? You need mentors, multiple mentors. That's probably the important one here, where you can never have enough mentors in various areas of your life: physicality, relationships, business, acting, all that sort of stuff. Who is your devil's advocate? Who is your inspirational or multiple inspirational figures? Do you have a loyalist? If your parents are around, you definitely still have a loyalist, I would hope. And then a sidekick, and that will make up your 7 people who help you create that kick-ass team to get out there and achieve everything you want in life. One team that's very dear to me, Petch, at the moment is Team Timpo. If you've been watching the vlog this season, and last season actually, you've seen me in Media City recording this CBeebies animation called Timpo. It's going to be massive, I hope. There's a big team around me helping me record that. I play the character Timpo, I'm voicing the character. We're here today to actually record another 6 episodes. We've only got 12 left to do, 78 in total. We've done 66 already. I can't believe how quickly that has gone by. So me and you, Petch, are going to drink our brews, enjoy another 10 minutes in the sun if it comes back out. It's gone a bit grey. And then we're going to head up to Flicks to see my team, Team Timpo. Look at this. Bees. They work in teams, like really good teams. They make honey. Petch, I make money. Well, sometimes. Come on, go. Also, Petch, have you seen George Ezra? The guy who sings that "Homegrown alligator, see you later." He doesn't look remotely like his voice. It's the strangest thing ever.
Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road.
He could be a great cartoon voiceover artist. You'd have no clue who he was. Let's go. I think we're the first ones here, Petch. Oh-ho! Petch, come in. Anna, we're talking up, right, we're gonna high five you from here now. Don't hit the light. Yeah. Talking all about teamwork makes the dream work on this week's vlog. You are an integral part of Team Timpo.
Oh really?
Absolutely. Who in your life is like who's your biggest team player in life, do you reckon? Apart from me, obviously, I would be number 1. Apart from me.
Apart from you, my daughter.
Your daughter?
Yeah.
And why's that?
Well, we've got each other's back.
So she's a loyalist.
Absolutely.
You can do no wrong in her eyes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what you need. Sidekick.
Yeah.
Sidekick as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind-hearted friend.
Yes, love each other's company. Yeah, we just work well.
And what's she called?
Harper.
Harper. I should know that. You've mentioned Harper before. Harper, you're on the vlog. Shout out to you. Boom. Another integral part of Team Timpo, Geordie Pete. High five to you.
Yep.
Boom. Who's the most integral part of your team, apart from me?
Well, apart from me.
Well, apart from yourself.
No.
Gotta be.
Toss up between Rob and Hannah. You know, they're kind of on par.
A toss-up between Rob and Hannah. I wouldn't want to call it, to be honest. Particularly because I know they watch sometimes. So yeah, is Rob? Who's?
Today, Rob's on holiday.
Who is he? Oh, Rob. Well, forget it. It's definitely Hannah then, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Team Hannah. Forget you, Rob. Swanning off on holiday. Look who's turned up. Keith Wickham, aka the Fat Controller, and Horrid Henry, aka Lizzie. I'm going to start just calling you Henry now, not even Lizzie. Henry's your first name now. So the team is here. Joe is in the studio doing another voiceover. Ryan's here behind Petch. It's time to go into the studio, record 6 eps. And then, Lizzie, Keith, Joe, I want us sat on this sofa. This one, it's beautiful, isn't it? This is like bespoke furniture as well. I tried to steal this from my apartment and Anna won't let me have it. But we're going to sit on this settee and then we're all going to talk about the most important members of our team and like inspirational stuff around teamwork.
It's as inspirational as that.
Oh, it's proper. It's as inspirational as this, how we started the vlog. We're going to talk about how teamwork makes the dream work. Petch to the studio. What I've liked during season 3 of WatchRoss is this shot, walking down the corridor.
Yeah.
It's a very sexy shot, isn't it, Petch? I mean, look, particularly when Keith's knocking around.
It's less sexy now.
No, it's not.
How many times have we done this shot in scene 3?
I think we've done this shot at least 6 times in season 3, and we're going to do it again and again in season 4. Get the red light on.
Okay, what's yellow that smells of bananas?
A banana.
No,
Dunno.
monkey sick.
Monkey sick. What's yellow and smells of bananas? Monkey sick. Keith, what's your joke?
Oh, God. I don't know. I can never do this, you know. I know loads of them.
No pressure.
But they never hit you, do they? They never come.
Hit me with it.
Could be a knock-knock joke.
Can be anything.
Oh, yeah, knock.
Who's there?
Europe.
Europe who?
No, Europe.
Yes! That's a great one. I've got one. What did the colonel say to his men before they got in the tank?
Don't know what.
Get in the tank, men.
What's the joke?
Jesus.
Of course that's a joke. It's bloody brilliant joke. Boom, 3 episodes down, 3 to go. Petch, I've got the mic. Let's go and have a chat about teams with the team. So here we are on the Team Timpo sofa. I've got 75% of Team Timpo here. The other 25% is over with Anna somewhere doing something, but we're going to strike while the iron is hot and have this chat anyway. Keith Wickham, got Lizzie Waterworth what?
Lizzie Waterworth Santo.
Lizzie Waterworth Santo. I mean, that's just very extra, isn't it? Lovely name. Just always has to have a little extra. Right, so we're talking about teams. Very important. You lot have become my team over the last 6 months. Very happy to be part of the team. Keith, incredibly successful. Lizzie, incredibly successful. Joe, she's not here. But incredibly successful. How has your team helped you achieve this success, Keith? Because I've heard things on the grapevine like one of the biggest male players in the voiceover industry. Not players as in like with the women, but well, maybe.
Well, how does one follow that? Seriously, how do I follow that? Yeah, okay, maybe I was. But anyway, no, teams obviously are essential because you can't make it on your own, although I did. You can't actually do that. In animation, particularly, it was always a team thing. And in theatre, when I did theatre and sketch shows and comedy, it was always you're always in a team. Otherwise, there's no, you can't do it. You can't do it on your own. Even stand-up comedy, if you're on your own, you're not on your own. You have to have an audience and a technician and everybody. You can't do it on your own. And growing up, I had my granddad, I suppose, who was my best mentor, really.
Great.
And then at college, there was a couple of tutors who were very good, and at school, particularly my drama teacher at school, before I even went to drama school, he was really good. And obviously, I think everybody has a mother who sits there and tells them they're brilliant.
The loyalist.
Yes, never has a bad word, because otherwise I'll kill her. Yeah. But yeah.
Does it clarify you'll kill your mum, not my mum, or like all mums?
No, just mine, obviously. Yeah. Because even that, she'd go, "Oh, that was very good. Well done." Yes, I can't. How much more can you say? I think it's obvious you need teams, really, isn't it?
I think it is obvious, but I think a lot of people in the acting game think that actually, you know what, it's kind of me against the world. I'm doing it all on my own, and they don't get teams around them, bar their agent, etc. They don't get other. I think actors are really important to have around you. I learned so much off you guys in here as my team, whereas a lot of actors don't want to do that because they feel that you're competition, and if you get a job, then that's less that's less opportunity for me, etc. Which is bullshit. So I think if you can surround yourself with not just the obvious, your mum, your family and your agent, etc., you actually learn lots and you can be inspired by other people doing the same job as you. Lizzie, how have you been inspired and by your team to get to this point where you're at, and how your team working for you now?
Well, team generally, it stayed the same all the way through my life, really. Still got my core friends, got my parents, my family, we're all very close. So I've been very fortunate there.
Right up here.
Voiceover-wise, don't hit me in the face, Ross. Voiceovers is a little bit more sporadic because you work with people and then you get close and then you don't see them for ages, but it's always a nice group of people that you sort of get to know and meet up occasionally. So my Horrid Henry team has been 12 years. And so we're all quite close as a little unit. So when we all meet up again after years, it's like we haven't been away, which is lovely. It's like a little family, which is nice. And I think some of the most successful people I know, voiceover-wise, are people who are very generous themselves and they're very giving. And you'll find people I know someone who will say to you, "Oh, they're doing this casting or they're doing this." Even though you could be their competition, they will still want you to succeed. And I think that, in a weird way, helps them because they're more relaxed in themselves. They get jobs, so it's about being kind as well to other people and wanting them to do well, even though you want the job. But just yeah.
There's a bloody abundance of opportunity out there, and as Derek said, aka Ricky Gervais, kindness is magic. Keith, if you could have one person on your team, dead or alive, who would it be?
Well, I have to say, I mean, not being silly, but my agent, Jane. I have to, because otherwise I wouldn't be doing anything at all. And she's just really good. Otherwise, any dead person, I don't know, really. Napoleon, because he was really good at getting things done. Yeah.
Excellent. Jane, shout out to you. And Napoleon, not my agent, Jane, but shout out to you as well. All good agents, clearly called Jane. Lizzie, dead or alive, anyone on your team, who would it be?
Well, depends on the activity. So if I was fighting a war, I'd want Queen Elizabeth, the one, the first. Yes, the first one, because she's a very strong woman. She led the army very well and all that stuff. And for other life stuff, my family, my husband would be my buddy.
That was his name?
It's very positive. James
Santo.
Santo. Yes.
Shout out to you, James Santo, wife of Lizzie Waterworth Santo. Right, I'd have Michael Jackson, not as my husband, he's dead anyway, but I could have him on my team before he went a little bit crazy. Billie Jean, Motown 25, when he did the moonwalk for the first time, I'd want that Michael Jackson on my team. Going to wrap this up now before we go back in for another 2 episodes. I lied before, we'd already done 4. Part of your team, right, both known for some big characters in animation. He's a fat controller. I shouldn't say she, who's she, the cat's mother. Lizzie is Horrid Henry. What do you think the fat controller's advice on teams would be?
Be really, really useful and do not cause confusion and delay.
Freaking love it. What would Horrid Henry's advice be on teamwork?
Horrid Henry's advice would be, just be really, really horrid. Horrid, horrid, horrid. And then you can be in my purple hang gang. And just not including my wormy worm brother Peter, because he is not in my team.
My wormy worm brother. Shout out to my wormy worm brother, Stuart. He is in my team. He plays devil's advocate. Every time I ring him and go, Stu, I've got a great idea. He goes, maybe you haven't got a great idea. You should probably try it like this. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me. Joe, wherever you are. Hello. Oh, Joe is over here. Thanks for joining us, Joe. We'll see you back in there for the next 2 eps. But yeah, think about those 7 people I spoke about before, those members of your team. And if you don't have them in your life yet, get out there, hunt them out, okay? Keith is a one-man team these days, does it all on his own, but, even at your age, Keith, you'll be out there finding new mentors. Any final words?
No.
Didn't think so. Back to the booth. Got some Mr. Burns glasses on, Petch.
No.
On the end of my nose, like a very intelligent businessman / grandad. Right, we're going now. Well, we're not, Petch. Keith, why do girls wear makeup and perfume?
I don't know, Ross. Why do girls wear makeup and perfume?
Because they're ugly and they stink. That was the worst high five ever.
That's the worst joke.
Right, Petch, I've got some food, and with it being the finale, let's do this because it's the finale. Boom. We've got to go and choose the £150 cash prize winner. So the sun is shining, we've had our food, and it's time to give away £150 cash to one of you guys just for watching the vlog. We do this every season. 2 people have won so far. Sandra Rock won in season 1, Ruth Curtis won in season 2. Who's going to win in season 3? I don't know, but basically to enter, all you've had to do to this point is watch each vlog, leave 1 comment, okay, 1 comment per vlog. What we're going to do now, Petch, we're going to draw 2 numbers at random. The first number is going to be between number 29 and 41. So Petch has got a Google random number generator. This is completely legit. He's got it on his phone. That's going to be assigned to an episode then between number 29 and episode 41. From there, we're going to draw a second random number depending on how many comments have been left. So I'm going to give you the number of comments that have been left, Petch, when we found the first number out. And then you're going to do another draw, and that's going to be assigned to a person who left the comments. So, looking for a number between 29 and 41, first of all. What are we looking at?
41.
41! Fantastic, that was last week's episode. One of my favourite episodes, actually, with Hollyoaks Haisha Mystery. Comments that have been left on that one so far, there are, at time of shooting, 29 comments. Actually only came out 2 days ago as we shoot this. Give me a number between 1 and 29. That person is then going to win 150 quid cash.
24.
Good luck to number 24. Now this is from oldest to newest, so I'm going to have to count these up. Let me have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just amuse yourselves. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It is Mr. David Jones. Shout out to you. He says, so inspiring, brilliant interview. We've all been there, down to the final 2, and then just missed out. Got to keep bouncing back like Haisha. Haisha did bounce back, got a job in Hollyoaks, absolutely changed her life. So David Jones, massive shout out to you. Thank you to everybody who left comments on the vlog. Seriously, it means the world. When you leave a comment for us, we read all the comments. I try and reply to as many as possible. Have not replied so far. I will at some point after this season go back through and reply to everybody. And keep leaving comments, okay? Leave a comment on this episode, and then we're going to do the draw all again at the end of season 4. So the more comments you leave, like I say, 1 per episode, you can't just leave 10 on an episode, the more chance you've got of winning that prize. So David, I'm going to reach out to you, mate. I'm going to need your PayPal email address. I'm going to send you £150 cash. Please let us know what you spend it on. Petch, it's time to head back home to the apartment to meet another, well, the 3rd and final member of our vlog squad, our vlogging team, Mr. Hoptimistic Hopwood, Sean Hopwood, for that part of the vlog that we like to call Balcony Brews. Can't believe it's for the last time. Well, in season 3. Let's go get that coffee. did offer Hop a brew. He's going to say that we didn't, but we did, and we actually went for some white velvet with coconut milk, white hot chocolate. It's beautiful at 9 o'clock at night. Right, Hop, we've been talking all about teamwork today. The flat, as you can see, is still in a bit of disarray. It's not finished, but I've got a great team working on it. You have been in a zone of transition this entire season, as have we. You've moved away from a team into a new team. We've kind of had a gist about what you think of that new team, but, what has it taught you, and, how are you going to strengthen your team moving forward?
Well, I think, first of all, what I've realised, it's so important to be around people that you want to be around. And my old team were that for a certain amount of time, the one that I've left and walked away from. What I've realised is your tribe is everything, and we're pack animals. That's essentially what we are. No, we are, aren't we? Yeah. And we're social creatures, and yes, we're wolves walking together, lions, and that's what I've realised is so important. I think I lost my team, so to speak. I lost the feeling of being a part of that team. I didn't want to be a part of it anymore. It'd be so difficult to let go because you've been there for 6 years, you built relationships, and you're remembering not the present. You're remembering the past, the feelings that were good, when it was all good. And it's so important to dig deep and actually realise, do you know what, that's not serving me anymore. This group of people are not the group of people that I want to be a part of anymore. They're not where I see myself progressing. Yep. So I moved away, and the team I'm with now, that's not really important. They're a stepping stone. But I really believe the next steps in terms of team, well, it starts with us three. It starts with us three right here, 3 lions, 3 wolves walking together and moving into the next series. Because when we come back, there's a lot going on, and that's what I'm so excited about, the progression that we've seen together and the relationships that are growing, and just what's to come in the next series. So yes. Yeah, we spoke about this a little bit on last season's vlog about letting go of the things that aren't serving you. But when you've sunk that cost in, and you might have sunk, what you think is a load of time and investment into a team, you don't want to let that go. So it's good that you've stepped up. Hop, he's let go of the old and he's allowed in the new. Petch, right? You've done something new for the first time this year. You've taken control of your acting career. You mentioned it before. You put on your play. You won an award. You obviously had to build a team around you to do that. What has that taught you?
It's taught me basically that a team can make or break you. A good team around you, even if you but even if you feel like you're failing, you're not failing, that team around you will support you and big you up and help drive you forward to success. If you have a weak team around you, no matter how hard you try, you're just not going to reach the levels of success that you want to make. I think that's simply what I've learned putting on this play. Like you, Hop, there's a member of my team now that's wanting to move away. He feels like he's done what he set out to do. He's won an award, Best Writer, but he feels that a certain element of what the role that he was in isn't what he wanted to do anymore. And quite rightly, he's stepped down and gone, this isn't for me. But that has put the team now at a bit of a conundrum, a bit of quandary, like what's next? What's going to happen in the future? Are we going to take this forward? Do we need to reevaluate absolutely everything that we've not what we've done, but what we had planned? Is that still a possibility? And all we can do now is sit back and have those deep and meaningful conversations and just see what the future holds for us.
Yeah. Make it freaking happen, Petch. If a team member drops out, Hop, without sounding horrible, your old team, they'll probably replace you with someone else. You've replaced them. You can't really replace the Hop, but you've replaced them with another team, So make it freaking happen, Petch. And for me, I have learned so much over this season about I'm a control freak and I want to do everything myself. And I've learned that you've got to let it go. I wouldn't have been able to buy this place without the team of solicitors that I had. There was loads of holds up in that. I certainly would not be able to refurbish it to the standard it's getting refurbished at now without giving all control over to my man Steve, who's just arranging it all. An introduction Hop made for me through a cousin of his, so thanks for that, Hop. You've got to sometimes abandon control, bring people in who ultimately are just better at things than you are, but I like to think, I'm the best at everything. And then I go, wait a minute, he's better than me, why don't I just employ him? So I've learned, loads there as well. Bring good people into your life. Have a little bit of a thing in my life where I say OQP. So it's for a while on a patch. What does OQP stand for?
Only quality people.
Nah, so glad you remembered that. Only quality people. It's literally like what I live my life by. Just surround yourself with quality people. There was a quote by a guy called George Shin. What did he say? He said something like, no man is self-made. You will only reach your goals with the help of others. And it's so freaking true. So we're going to end episode 42 and season 3 of the freaking vlog there. It's been emotional. Thank you so much to everybody who gives us your attention every week. It's a massive ask to give us 30 minutes of your attention a week. So appreciative of it. We've had roughly 31,000 minutes of WatchRoss watched every month. That's 21 straight days of the month where people are watching WatchRoss, which just blows my mind. Thank you so much for that. Hopefully we'll be back in season 4, making it even bigger and better. Well, not hopefully, we will, won't we?
We certainly will.
Definitely.
Definitely bloody will. Until then, have an amazing time doing whatever you're doing. Reach out to us, social media's up on the screen now. If you need any help with anything or you think we can help you, please get in touch. Share this as well. Get other people to the party who hasn't watched any of WatchRoss before. Would hugely appreciate that. David Jones, shout out to you. I'll be sending you that 150 quid. And we will be doing that draw again at the end of season 4. So keep commenting, keep watching, keep sharing. What's that?
He's flicking the cash.
Make it rain with that 150. So yeah, thank you. Honestly, from the bottom of all of our hearts, really appreciate it. Class all of you lot as members of our team. Couldn't do this without you. So until season 4, it's going to be about 3 weeks. We're going to have the rest of August off, and then we'll be back at the start of September for episode 43, or episode 1 of season 4, which is just crazy. Until then, you know what time it is. In 3, 2, 1... Bye for now!
Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. It really would mean the world to me if you would leave a comment telling me what you enjoyed and what you would like to see more of next time. If you want to catch more episodes, head over to facebook.com/WatchRoss or youtube.com/WatchRoss. Make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications on. I'll be back real soon. Bye for now. No, that's knock knock.
Who's there?
Right, try again.
Who's there?
RG.
Is there a clause in my contract which says I can go if Ross becomes too annoying?
That's good, isn't it? That's an actual physical knock joke. But not even joking. I wasn't even joking. No, but that's the thing. I'm not even joking. I am actually here. That was good, isn't it?